Hey everybody, welcome. So I never live over here. I honestly prefer to live on Facebook and then just pull my videos over here. It's my thing. So I don't really love where you guys all are, but well, we're gonna make it work because otherwise I'm gonna put my thumb in your face. But I don't really love that angle. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I have been trying to start my live for the last 45 minutes on Facebook. Yesterday, I think I might be like Facebook banned from living for the moment. Hold on. Let me make sure I don't pop out a boob on my live stream. That would be bad. That would be bad. Then I would be banned from living on YouTube, and that would not be good. That would not be good. I enjoy my live streams, but anyway, so yesterday I wrote an article, or I didn't write an article. I did a live stream on men and just like how I'm seeing just a dynamic shift. I'm gonna try to flip you guys because the camera is bothering me. Wow. It's not letting me. Okay. Well, I obviously can't flip you guys over. Sorry. But anyway, so men and kind of like the needy dynamics I've been seeing in myself, in my own kind of relationships and dating and friends and family and my clients especially. But anyway, so it got taken down. It was an awesome, like, soul aligned kind of live, and I really felt like spirit was just speaking through me. And obviously somebody got offended by my message. Obviously the truth is too hard for some people, but that is not what we're talking about today. So 2 days ago, not yesterday, the day before, I did a live training. I didn't do it. I took a live training because I'm all about doing my own work. And so I did this live training with a mentor, and it was amazing. It was one of those I have to go back and rewatch it over and over again because it was like the little nuggets were so amazing that I'm like, I have to watch that again. I have to absorb it all. But one of the things and the journal prompts that we got was about, like, if you were rich, what would you be doing? What would you be doing? And I've done similar prompts before. It's like, how would you be living your life if you were a rich girl, if you had all this money? And in the past, when I've done it, I've talked more in general terms of what my life would look like. You know, how I would be showing up, how I would, how I would just simply be living. I would, be traveling here, I'd be traveling there, all of these pieces of if I was, a multimillionaire. And this morning, so the last 2 days, I've journaled this prompt out, though, about, like, what would your day look like? What would my look like if I was rich? If I didn't have to worry about any finances, if basically I was fully taken care of, which I do believe that we are already. I'm concerned I'm gonna pop a boob out. This is not a great rope to wear to live stream. But like, I think it is, we tend to kind of use finances to direct our day a lot of times. And some people more than others. If you're not an entrepreneur, then you go to work most likely every day. One of the reasons you're going to work is in order to get the money, get the financial stability. Now, it is amazing if you're doing it also because you truly love what you do. But most, and I'm going to just speak for Americans, but I believe, like, most people in first world countries are holding on to the money piece, and a lot of people are not doing what they truly love, but they go forward in order to just make the money, Um, and as I was journaling this out, it was actually beautiful because I was journaling it out. I was like, okay, all right, Addison. I'm like talking to myself. I talk to myself all the time. It's actually a sign of intelligence when you talk to yourself. There has been research. But anyway, so I'm journaling this out this morning, and it was the second time I've been journaling this particular prompt with just like that little tweak and of like, what would I be doing today? What would today's day look like if I was rich, if I had all the money I could want? What would I be doing with my day? Now I could say like, oh, well, I would not be live streaming from my home today. I would probably be on a beach someplace, if I had all the money in the world, yes, I would, if I was live streaming at home, because although I absolutely love travel, I always do on a home base. I always want a home base. And so, yeah, my house would probably be fancier than it already is. And I would probably have a nice, there's all this material stuff that, yes, I would have. But as far as what would I do with my day, it was interesting because this morning, but also yesterday when I was journaling and I got a horrible, horrible sunburn. I don't think you can really see it well on camera. It's really bad sunburn. But yesterday I was laying out in the grass, and I was like, okay, how would my day look differently if I was rich? If I had all the money in the world right this second, I'm laying in the grass and the sun was coming down, and in the moment it felt good before I got the sunburn, because it's really quite bad, actually. It does not look bad on camera, but it is actually quite bad in personal real life. But I was laying there and writing, and I was like, actually, I would be doing just this, right? What I'm doing right this second, laying in the grass, journaling, working on myself. And I was also working on a course that I was super excited about. And I still am really excited about this course. It should be coming out in the next few days, because it's almost, not the course isn't finished, but all the write-up and behind the scenes kind of stuff is almost done, to send it out to you all. But I was sitting there and I was like, I would actually be doing just this. I would be working on this course because I'm really excited about it, and it's gonna be amazing. It's not even a course, it's a event. It's a one-night event, so be on the lookout for it. But I was like, I would probably be right here. Now, maybe I wouldn't be at that particular park, or maybe I might be on a beach, but I would still probably be outside in the sun, enjoying the beautiful wind as it was in my hair. Money wouldn't have changed that, and money wouldn't change that I was excited about this thing I was putting together for all my followers and my clients, and just for myself, because when I'm excited about something and I'm sharing or selling something, I'm doing it because I love it. I love it. I'm not going to sell you something I don't love. Something that it's it's a meh. No, if I truly am selling it to you, then I love it. I love it. I enjoy it. It's something that I'm passionate about. And so I noticed that. And then even this morning, I was like, okay, well, what would I be doing? And every night, before I go to bed, in order to not wake up and feel overwhelmed first thing in the morning, I make my list for the next day, the previous day. And usually I have, about 5, give or take, about 5 things on my list that are and I call them my non-negotiables, because honestly, half the list usually are things that I do anyway. It's like journaling, it's my video, it's my article. But then there's a couple things that I'm like, if these 5, and we'll just call them 5 things get accomplished tomorrow, then I'm good. Then I have had a successful day. I will have met my own expectations for self. And if they don't get done, like that's not saying that I beat myself up one way or the other, but as long as I'm going in flow and I'm using my time, I don't feel like I'm being wasteful with my time and my energy, I'm good. But as I was looking at my list in comparison this morning to what I had written about, like what would I be doing, it was pretty much the exact same thing. Now, like, if I was a rich girl, would I be doing my laundry? Probably not. I probably wouldn't. I would, have a housekeeper that comes, and every day cleans my house and does my laundry for me and all of that. But when it came down to like what I would be doing for my business, what I would just pretty much be doing for my life in general, it was very similar. No, yeah, there was a couple things I was like, okay, that I want to implement more of, or that is something that I would be doing if if money was in my current reality, like no issue. Like, I mean, multimillionaire, which I'm not a multimillionaire. Um, and I'm cool. I'm cool with saying that because I know that it is like all it takes to flip that switch is actually a mindset. It's all a mindset. Um, and so if you want more money, like that's just a mindset, and that's a different kind of video. But it was interesting, and why I'm sharing all of this, I feel like I'm getting a little squirrely. Why I'm sharing all of this is that is how you know you're on your right path. That is how you're like, no, like this is meant for me. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. If you can write that out and go, no, like it's pretty much exactly what I would be doing. I would be doing almost the exact same thing, then like, no, that this is your path. This is your path. Now, if you write that out, if you were like, if I was rich, what would my day look like today? And your day is completely different than what your day currently looks like, then you need to start making some changes and looking at how you're naturally embodying what you're meant to be doing, how you're avoiding your life purpose, really. And when I say this, I mean, and I really do want you all to kind of go journal on this a little bit. Like, what would your life look like? But don't think of like, okay, well, I would have all this is not like if I had one day of being a millionaire. No, because the truth is, even millionaires don't, like, it would get boring to be on a beach every single day and drinking cocktails and getting massage. Like, that's not a life purpose. Like truly not adding to, or for me, not adding to the world at all is not my life purpose. Like, that is not. Now, there is self-care, there's enjoyment, there is play, all of that. But if all of like the money in the world, like I don't care, the vacations, the cars, all of that, all the fancy clothes, like if that's all I had and I wasn't giving back to the world in some form or fashion, then I would feel very, very empty. And that wouldn't be my calling. That wouldn't fulfill me at all. And so when you're journaling this out and when you're really looking at this, I want you to think like on a daily basis, what would you be doing? Not like if you got one day to kind of spend your money as you wanted and just run wild. That's, that is actually you would probably be kind of in overindulgence and like gluttony kind of behavior of like, I have like scarcity. You'd go into scarcity as the truth. You'd be like, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. I want you to really think about like, what would your day look like truly day to day if you were a multimillionaire, if you had all the money in the world? What would your life purpose be? How would you be interacting with people? What would you choose? And that is how you know if you're on your life path or you're not on your life path. Now we're always kind of redirecting, here and there, because you don't know what you need to tweak until you get to the point that you're able to tweak it, until you get to that like awareness of tweaking. But what in this moment, just with today, and that is also a way to kind of direct your sales. I think a lot of times we're like, yeah, I want that. And it's like so far out in the distance. It's like, oh yeah, I want to start a business. Well, what would you be doing today to get there? Because you're not going to get there without doing the things you need to do today to set that groundwork, to get that passion flowing, to get the flow going, because it is about flow. It's not about like 1, 2, 3s. It's about that flow and that process. What would you be doing? And that goes for even outside of like I think when I was journaling and I was very much doing it in a kind of business career kind of manner, but the same thing goes for relationships. If you were a millionaire, if you didn't have to worry about work, like how would you be, and you didn't have all this stress in your life that is perceived to be because of money and finances and all that, how would you be interacting with people in your life, your loved ones? Would you be spending more time with them? Would you be giving them more attention? Like, what would that look like? So you don't have to take this just from a like businessy standpoint. Our life path, it has nothing to do with our business, has nothing to do with our careers. Our life purpose is way deeper than that. Our life purpose is always way deeper. Now, how you choose to share that is going to be unique to each individual, but find that like deep core of like, well, what is your purpose? And if you didn't have to worry about money, because I think that is what holds so many people back, is like they get focused in on the money aspect of like, oh, well, I can't do this because of money. Well, if you know, or I only do this because of the money. Well, looking at kind of if that wasn't a variable at all, if that was not something you even had to think about, how would you be living your life? If you do come back with something that's way different, way different than what you're currently doing, I'm going to suggest that you start to look at, okay, so I'm obviously not on my path here. How can I take even just like one step? You don't have to throw yourself off the freaking cliff, but just how can I take one step each day to move closer to that path, move closer to who I want to be, and get back on that life path. And so really just tuning into that. Because if you were to do that every single day, just take one action that moves you closer to your life path, that means that you have taken 365 actions per year to move you closer to your life path. So by the end of a year, you're going to be a hell of a lot clearer. You're going to be a hell of a lot kind of more stable in that life path, and your life is going to start to transform. If you start taking little baby steps each day to move you closer into alignment with self, and you're just going to be happier. When we are fighting against our soul purpose, then we're fighting with our soul, and we end up being very unhappy, very, very unfocused, not feeling very, very turned on and purposeful. So if you want to know if you're on your life path, just ask yourself, if I was a millionaire, what would I be doing? If I was a multimillionaire, what would I be doing? For those of you that are closer to that millionaire status, look at if I was a multimillionaire. Kind of if money wasn't an issue is basically what I'm trying to get at. So look at those key points and see where you might need to make just like those tiny tweaks. And if you're one of those people like myself who I wrote down, I was like, actually, like, I'm really happy with this, like, because it is pretty in alignment. Yes, there's tweaks I need to make. There's things I need to add in a little bit, but overall, what I do each day is pretty much what I would be doing if I had all the money in the world. And so if you see that, go ahead and still make the tweaks that you need to make. And also look at the elements of like, okay, so if I wouldn't change this, then what is going on? What could be, because it's very rare that that people are like, no, I'm completely happy with my life. Okay, well, so money isn't actually the issue if you're doing what you want. So what is the internal beliefs you need to look at? What is going on within self? So looking at all those elements, my phone's blowing up all of a sudden. So, okay, well, I am going to let you guys go. I have a new course coming out in the next few days, probably not till Monday because I just don't like announcing on the weekends. We'll see how I feel. But I have that coming out, and that's going to be fun, and I'm passionate and excited about it. I really am. It's going to be amazing. And then if you're in the DFW area, then please check out my Seeing the Other Side, an experiential journey into sex. That is going to be a really powerful and life-changing, truly life-changing kind of workshop for those of you who attend. So I wish I could be like, oh, it's gonna be fun and playful. And the truth is we are gonna be playful because Kendall and I are always playful in workshops. Like, that's just how we roll. So yes, it is gonna be fun. It is gonna be playful, but no, like it is not for the faint of heart. It is for you to get in there and do your work too. So I don't want to lie to you and be like, oh, it's gonna be so fun and playful. Like, yes, it is gonna be fun and playful, but there potentially could be some tears. It's gonna be us getting down into our shit. And so if you want to really do some deeper transformation, then please check that out. It's April 6th in the DFW area. You can find that on my coaching website, addisonbell.net. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow, because today's Friday. I will see you guys tomorrow for another Addison Unleashed, and I'm sending you all love, light, and tons of blessings. Bye, guys. Let me see if